Hi, good morning. It's Marty and
Terry.
behind the camera. Tidbit Tuesday again. We have a little bit of patriotic stuff for you this morning, so you'll have plenty of time to get it done in for the 4th of July. And a couple of pretty quick and easy things, but they look kind of hard. So the first one, a friend of ours did for us. This is a cut loose pattern.
Could you hold it up?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You don't see it quite as nicely.
There you go. How's that?
There you go. Much better.
This is a cut loose pattern, yes. And what they usually do is they usually highlight a ruler that they like. So it's a creative grids type thing. But for this particular one, you don't need a specific ruler to do it. You can use your plain old Janel. So what they're doing on this, and here, if you would come here for a second. You can see on this that what you've got is a diamond shape, and then you have a longer diamond shape, and then you have a triangle shape. So what these are is these, as she tells you right in the pattern, these are 60-degree angles. So if you have just a plain old omnigrid, you can see that we have 30-degree lines, 45, and 60. So you can use the lines on just this plain Jane ruler and get the job done. So what she has you do is on the 2.5-inch ones, and I've got a 2.5-inch strip here, and I believe she tells you not to separate them, that you need to leave it folded in half.
Yeah, because you have to have mirror images.
Right, and I'm going to do this so it's facing you. So what I've done is my 60-degree line right here, and what you want to do, because it's kind of figuring out which way to go. Think about this. I want to make a cut that way, so I've got to lay my ruler that way, and then all it is a matter of make sure that that lines up with that. So we're going to make that cut. And then this is a 2.5-inch, and it was a diamond. So then all I have to do is move back here. I'm putting this on a 2.5-inch line here, and voila, there are your diamonds. And as I said, the other piece was the long piece. So she tells you right in there that instead of cutting a 2.5, you're going to cut a 4.5. So same deal, but I'm putting my 4.5-inch line on my cut edge, and then there you go.
I remember when we first started quilting, and this will take Marty back, Marilyn Doheny.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
And she is the one that was introducing omnigrid rulers, and we were just so fascinated that diamonds are so easy to cut.
Diamonds are very easy to cut.
They look so hard and complex, and they're so easy.
Now, the other piece that you're going to need for this runner is the triangle piece. Now, that one, you can probably cut it with it because you could do a 45, but the problem is, and let me show you, because most of you have the 60-degree triangle ruler, because if you're
Take
doing...
it and push it over here. This stupid light is just...
Well, you put it where you need it to be.
There you go.
Okay. This ruler is, it's been around for a long time, and a lot of people have been using it for the border stripe. So a lot of people have this in their arsenal. So for something like that triangle, then all you've got to do is lay it on there. See, but what it does is it nips off that top edge. So all you would have to do for this guy is just
you put, what, 4.5 on the end?
You don't even, the strip is, so it is what it is.
Right, good point. You've already
So yes, you are doing there. So, but, that's all there is. And to do this with this ruler, you could still do your 45s on here. I have to stop and think here. No.
How do you want it to cut, Marty? And you flip.
I know, I want to go it that way, but it's just like,
Right.
What angle is it?
45.
It's a 60. No, it's a 60. But the problem is you've got to do it so that you leave that top part. So really, if you have this, use it. If you don't have it, it's a great one to put into your arsenal. So that's basically all the pieces that you need for this guy. And you don't need the ruler that they do call for, which it's a big diamond ruler. So use what you've got. That's what we always like to start with. So we have done this beautiful table runner up as a kit. And you can see it was quilted very simply, so this is a do it done in an afternoon. Well, cut it out and then maybe you do it in an afternoon. And then this beautiful stripe for the binding, which is wonderful.
I think the hardest part on this was you have to make sure you keep your angles going the right way.
Right, so lay it out.
Yes.
Lay it out as you sew it. You're still doing it in rows, so that's not a problem.
There's no set-in seams.
Right, there's no set-in seams to this all. So this is one of those Rice Krispie projects. It looks way harder than it actually is. So we do have kits for these, and that does include the backing, and these are $35. No, 30? 30. These are $30.
That's all the
So
fabric for the top.
everything for the top, the binding, and the backing. So all that you need for that is a little bit of batting, a little bit of time.
But we don't include the batting.
We do not include that, no. So that one is that project. The other little
What was that called, Marty? So we should tell them.
Oh,
Patriotic Stars. No, that's not a good one.
Hollow Star Table Runner.
Hollow Star Table Runner.
Ah, you put me on the spot here, Terry. So the other one that we have is a little bit bigger, but still very, very, very easy. I cut this guy out on, what's today,
Monday.
Friday?
No,
Friday.
no,
Saturday.
you didn't. Saturday, yeah.
Saturday. So I did a little bit of the piecing Saturday night and then finished it yesterday. So really, really simple. This is a design by Pam Buddha, and she has these beautiful patriotic stars which come as just the fabric, a little bit of dust on them. So that's the center. So you're just starting with a square, you add a border, you make a few flying geese, add a border, add a border. So this one really is simple, and what a beautiful little picnic cloth this thing.
Ouch!
Dear. You okay?
Yeah, but it just fell on my head.
Okay.
Jeez Louise. Excuse
All
me,
right.
sorry about that. Good
So
Lord.
this one is a very simple one if you're
I hope you're on
somewhat
seasick
beginning.
now. Good God.
That would actually work for a nice project for you. And then what I wanted to do is show you how we quilted it. So I just wanted to take a quick little minute and show you how I prepped my topper for quilting. So as you can see, I've got everything laid out here, and don't mind the mess because there is a lot of it here. I've got it on my table, but as you can also see, I don't have a table big enough to do the whole thing, and that's not the end of the world. So what I've done is I have laid out the top part of this all nice and smooth. The backing is down, the batting is down, and then the top is nice and smooth too. So what I'm going to do is I have pinned my quilt, or pin the topper. I go the first row across, and then the next row is alternating that. And then we go back to the first. So that's how I do it, so that you have this pin basted very well. It's roughly about a hand's width apart is what I usually go on, something like this. So then once I have everything that is nice and level, all pin basted, then what I'm going to do is I take the top part, we roll it up a little bit, and then we push it up, and then we do the same thing all over again. There you go. Bye.
Yes.
So that was basically how I layered everything up and got my quilting. And you can see she printed the stars really nicely. They have these little stars in between. So there was no marking to this. All I did was connected the dots, and then they actually centered each one of those stars in a square, which was really kind of cool. So there was no marking on this. And then in this first border, all I did was straight lines. And then for the red border, all I did was squiggles back and forth.
But you could do straight lines again.
You could do straight lines in that one too. And then in the outer border, I just took a red thread because I wanted to bring a little bit more red into it, and did a kind of a back and forth star. And if you didn't want to do that, again, you could do straight lines in this.
You could go straight lines from here all the way out.
Here, I mean, this is an easy quilting project. Very, very easy. So again, this is probably, do it in a couple of days, have it all ready to go. Great for a topper if it's over a table, over a picnic table, it would be fun. We do have kits available for these. If you want just the top and the binding, those are $45. If you want a backing included in it, it would just be an extra $20, so that would be $65. So we will have these, we'll have a click through. Actually, we're gonna do just an email to us, Terry?
Yeah, do an email on this
Yeah,
one.
because unfortunately the new website, we're almost there, guys. We truly are almost there.
It's because we're trying to make it so special.
Right, but
That's
so in the
problem.
meantime, if it's anything you want, either this kit or the table runner kit, just pop us an email or give us a call and leave a message. So I think that's
Don't
it
say
for
goodbye, because
No,
I have
no.
to say, this one was gonna be so professional, and then something fell on my head. I do apologize. Jeez. That's okay.
So
Oh, and
anyways-
another thing too, I'm sorry, one more thing before you go. We are getting the store back together, so for the people who we have to make appointments for, we are getting there. Just be patient with us, and if we owe you anything, please just email us and we'll let you know as quick as we can.
Right.
We're still in the organizational stage.
We're getting there though.
Yeah, we are getting there. We've made great strides.
This place does not look the same.
Nope, but either do we.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.